What's good, everyone? It's your boy, GD, the sports actor, where we talk about a little bit of sports and we talk about a little bit of acting. In today's segment, it's about the New York Giants in training camp. So far we've had about 3 weeks of training camp, and they've been pretty exciting. I mean, all across the NFL, we've seen people come back and everyone's really getting geared up for the first preseason games that are happening. We just had one against the New York Jets versus the Browns, and that one was pretty exciting. Glad to see some of the rookies out there, and glad to see a lot of people out there back enjoying football. But right now, we're going to talk about the New York Giants, and I don't think I've ever seen the Giants as electrifying as I've seen the energy right now. I mean, training camp is looking amazing. From first week when we went 7-on-7s to second week when we started putting the pads on, getting a little bit more physical, really seeing what the guys have, been doing in the weight room, to right now we're in the third week where we're about to have our first preseason game, but we took advantage and we're having a couple scrimmage matches against the Detroit Lions before we play them. That way we can get a couple more reps in against, new guys. Guys can get the speed up of the game a little bit. And some of the highlights that I've seen have been pretty impressive, but some of them have also been pretty concerning. Let's get into that. So first off, let's shout out Darren Waller. I mean, if I could describe the guy in one word, I probably would say unguardable. I mean, the guy has been looking amazing. Yeah, against everyone that he's matched up against, of course, he's the biggest guy in the room. But not only on top of that, he has great speed, he has great hands, and he can also block for you, which is everything that we need out of the tight end. And Darren Waller right now, from what I've been hearing, has been compared to what we've always been needing through a wide receiver or tight end. That is security blanket, just like Eli Manning had when he had Plaxico Burress. And that's a comparison that I'm hearing. Eli Manning and Plaxico Burress is like Daniel Jones and Darren Waller. And that's exactly what a quarterback just like Eli or Daniel Jones needs, is a person who is reliable, who's a big target, who can not only give you a sense of security that he'll always be there when you need him to run a route, but you know that he can go make some pretty impressive catches on his own if the ball is thrown out just a little bit bad. And that is one of my concerns, because lately what I've been seeing is first week when we had 7-on-7s, DJ looked great. But as we began to progress, he still is looking good. But from what I saw today against, a little bit more, competition and guys, who don't care that he's Daniel Jones, he looked a bit off. A few balls I've been seeing have been a little bit, dare I say, underthrown. And those balls need to hit these receivers right on. Those balls need to be there. And so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Let's just say it's probably just a hiccup, and it's probably something, or I know that it's something that can be easily fixed and don't need to trip about it, but just something that I think we all, especially DJ, should be aware of. But as we move forward, we have a couple other little battles going on. Evan Neal is, I believe right now he's on concussion protocol, so he's not playing currently. And from what we saw from Evan Neal, I can only hope he'll continue to get better, because he did get better from last season, but there's still probably some improvement that he has to do for some of the people that he's going to be facing up against. And so he's looking a little bit better. He's put on some size, but definitely Evan Neal, it's unfortunate that he's injured right now, because he could definitely be using the reps. Let's say that. But I think he'll be ready for week 1, and we'll be ready for the rest of the season. I'm definitely happy with him being at that position for sure, and happy to see Matt Pert definitely step up right now, as we have a small battle going on between Matt Pert and Tyree Phillips. I mean, a lot of Matt Pert could be moved in a lot of different other positions. We definitely are looking for some type of slot tackle that can move around in different spots, especially because we have such a big battle, especially going on at left guard. Right now, we have Ben Bredesen filling in that position, and he's a vet. And, Ben Bredesen isn't like bad, but right behind him is we have Joshua Ezeudu. And Joshua Ezeudu, I believe, is the person that they would really want to step up and contribute early as he's going into his second year. But, he is going into his second year. And right now, Ben Bredesen might be the ready to go, well oiled up. Let's get him out there, protect DJ guy. But hopefully, we still have a few more weeks. We still have some preseason games. We got, a lot more practices. So, things can move around and things can shift for sure. So, we're definitely not going to set that one in stone yet. And we have a, small little battle going on at that position. Very excited to see the rookie JMS, John Michael Smith Jr., fill in at center. And, he has a unbelievable task. I mean, you're going up against, Big Dex, Sexy Dexy, one of the best nose tackles in the game right now. I mean, the guy is huge. So, I find comfort in that. Not only is, from what I've heard, JMS is really smart, especially with understanding, play calling and understanding the line and how to shift and knowing the plays, which is definitely important at the center position because you're on every snap of the ball. And so, I'm very excited to see his growth as he continues to move forward with the Giants. But I can say that, I'm very excited at the fact that he didn't get pancaked. He didn't get rolled over. He definitely held his ground, reset, kept, his hands strong. And not saying that, Dex couldn't have knocked him over. Maybe, maybe Dex took it easy. But from what I saw, this is going to be great for JMS, and he's definitely going to be learning a lot through working, against Dexter Lawrence and protecting DJ. And so, over at right guard, we have Mark Gronkowski. Very excited to see him come back and very excited to see him fill in that position. His position should be locked in. I mean, we'll see if they decide to move a couple other people. Like I said, you have some other people, who've played with us in the past. Shane Lemieux, who's out there, Tyree Phillips, Matt Pert. And so we'll see how we decide to go ahead and mix it up. But very excited for, the New York Giants and how we're moving forward, not only on offense, but on our defense as well. The defense position, we have a lot of different interesting battles going on as well. And not necessarily, most of our defense is pretty solidified. I mean, we've only gotten better by adding depth in our defense. I mean, we've added guys like Ashawn Robinson coming in from the LA Rams. Very excited to see him, start over there at defensive end and become a problem. I'm very excited to see, of course, Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams. That tandem is definitely going to block anything that's coming up the middle. It's not going to be easy for running backs to run on the Giants at all. And that's why we went after these players, guys like Raheem Nunez-Roches. Very excited to see him fill in, with depth as we, need more people come in. You, out, you, in. We tangoing. See that? Oh. Definitely excited to see that, happening with the New York Giants. And, of course, we have a little bit of a, battle going on at right linebacker position between Darian Beavers and Micah McFadden. Micah McFadden, I personally, I don't mind Micah McFadden. Micah McFadden is a solid player when you need him coming off the bench. He definitely, helped contribute, the past couple seasons that he's played with the Giants, but has a little battle going on with Darian Beavers, who I've heard is put on a little bit of size, might be a little bit faster, a little bit, longer, more reach. But we'll definitely see, what happens with that battle. I'm just, finally glad that we have a inside linebacker again through, Bobby Okereke, because what was our last inside linebacker was probably Antonio Pierce. And we've missed someone at that position to fill in those gaps, to watch those tight ends. I'm very excited to see a threat like Bobby Okereke, in the middle to fill in that position. And I'm hoping, that works out well, and I know it will. And very excited to see, of course, our boy Kayvon Thibodeau go out there and do his thing. And we'll probably start to see other people like Jahard Ward probably start coming back. Hopefully, that injury is subsiding. And, we have O'Shane Jimenez. We'll see where he falls. And then we have a little bit of a battle, going on. You have guys like Darnay Holmes or Nick McLeod, who are battling at that position for corners and moving around possibly as a second string safety. We'll see what decides to come out of that. Guys like Bobby McCain. I think Bobby McCain and Jason Pinnock is a definitely interesting battle that's going on right now. I think Jason Pinnock probably wins it out a little bit more currently. He's had some incredible interceptions right now. But, Bobby McCain has always been, pretty solid. I don't mind having Bobby McCain or trusting him on the field. He played well, especially when Julian Love was out there. And then right now, it's very exciting to see guys like Trey Hawkins III coming to their own, a sixth round draft pick, and coming out here and just balling out and really helping the Giants, helping or not helping the Giants try to find where to place this guy. You find a gold mine like him who's just keeping up with every receiver, who's just playing so well. The Giants are really, fortunate enough that, we drafted a player like Trey Hawkins III, and he's filling in nicely. We might have little, moments where we might see Deonte Banks, Trey Hawkins opposite, playing as corners, and we just have maybe a Dory Jackson playing right there in the slot. And so we'll see what happens with that. Very excited to see that develop. And, we have, like I said, a couple other battles. Cordell Flott is out there. Well, it's exciting to see what happens with that. We're excited to see if we keep, people like Colin Johnson, who I've been seeing out there balling. I see you, 1-5. I see you. So, very exciting time in the New York Giants nation. And, like I said, there were a few concerning things. Some of the balls, DJ spent a little bit of time afterwards today practicing his long balls, throwing his deep throws, because I'm not sure what was going on, but he was missing, quite a few of those. I believe maybe I was hearing he went 5 for 11. I'm not gonna believe rumors. We'll see what happened out there, but I will say that, we're always improving. That's always should be the mentality. Not only with our teams, but with life, ourselves. We should always continue to want to improve and be the best us that we can be. And so just want to say, this is your boy, GD, the sports actor, where we talk about a little bit of sports and we talk about a little bit of acting. I got some awesome recommendations probably coming for you guys soon. But like I said, let's keep chipping away and keep tuning in. Thanks.